what's up, y'all? It's popping in. Steve Buster reacts to this vid. It's titled J-Lo is the original creep. Everybody is on J-Lo's head lately. I don't know why she's getting so much pushback as of late, but people are not feeling her whatsoever. Let's see what's going on with her now and how she's a creep. Let's watch.
Jennifer Lopez, the triple threat. She can act,
can she?
I always
Right. We'll try.
Dance.
Dance, yes. That's the
And
bad
as far as
creep.
grifters go, Jenny from the block could be considered queen.
Now, I will not let y'all take that away from Jenny. She could dance her ass off, all right? That's where she started from, dancing. Pretty sure.
No, you don't understand how famous I'm gonna be.
She's like the original creep. Not because she moves slowly and carefully in order to avoid being heard or noticed, or because she grows along the ground or other surface by means of extending stems and branches, but because she does indeed seem to be a person who behaves obsequiously in the hope of advancement. Little Jenny from the block had a goal, and she made damn sure she was going to achieve it.
She had a vision in mind, and I don't think she was afraid to make any enemies.
Whatever the cost, and whoever she had to step on to get it. Even if that meant making herself homeless at 18 to become a dancer, or allegedly stealing songs and vocals from black artists and failing to credit them, if you believe this article, which accuses J-Lo of ripping off the singer Shantae's song If I Gave Love and releasing it as her own hit song If You Had My Love.
Shantae's got a man. Oh!
J-Lo and I came out around the same time when her first album came out.
That is a rip-off. Bit now, bitch. I was trying to be on your side. If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you come for me? This was this woman's song this whole time and she just stole. I know you lying. I've never heard this version from Shantae Moore. Only song I know by her is Shantae's Got a Man. First of all, that song was so bird-like. Girl, okay, nobody care. Shantae's got a man. Girl! Alright, sorry.
And Rodney Jerkins
I can't believe
actually
she's saying that with her whole chest.
this wonderful song for me called If I Gave Love. And you know, the Jennifer Lopez song was If You Had My Love. He wrote the same song for her. That was going to be my next single. And we backed off of it because J-Lo had such a machine.
Not to mention failing to acknowledge that a lot of her vocals were not hers at all, and were in fact spread between other singers such as Christina
I knew
Milian
that.
and Ashanti.
I wrote a song for her, and I also referenced I'm Real for her, and I left my background vocals on the record.
Mariah says she often sleeps just 3 hours a night. When told Lopez claimed to get 8, Mariah said, quote, if I had the luxury of not actually having to sing my own songs, I'd do that too.
Now, Jennifer has made
That
no
was
secret
so
of the fact that she
shady.
grew up in the Bronx.
Why would they
She
ask
had
that
a little
woman
song
that,
about
though?
it. Jenny from the block, you may have heard it. But here's a twist you weren't expecting.
Or tell her
Singer
that.
Natasha Ramos has now come forward on TikTok and revealed that she, not J-Lo, is the one who sings Jenny from the block. Natasha alleges that she sings 90% of the song, which is basically
Is
the
this
entire
another
song.
video?
Yet was paid a mere $3,500 for it. Every time that song is played, J-Lo will receive a royalty. This is how she becomes like a multi-millionaire. She's worth about $400 million. Whereas Natasha, who sang the majority of the damn song, got paid less than $4,000 in total.
I'm Natasha Ramos, and I'm the voice of Jenny from the block. The from the Bronx part is
Oh,
me,
yeah, this is
and
another
it's
video.
Just,
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still
Okay,
Jenny
girl.
from the block. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. From the Bronx!
I wonder if Jennifer knows I got paid so little for all of the work I did on her album. I really hope that she doesn't. I really hope that she didn't. But also, I'm pretty sure she was in the room. So, there's that.
I know a lot of people are blaming J-Lo for this.
The face that I made, I don't even want to say because it's not nice. It's just not nice. It had nothing to do with Jennifer Lopez or that woman, by the way. But I was just curious. I had the thought in my head, so I just like Googled it to, you know what? It's not nice.
Honestly, I don't. Maybe J-Lo
I'm working on being a kinder person. Because it's one thing to throw shade and to make little slick comments, but sometimes, it's a little too much. Whatever, sorry. And I would not even say anything, but because I made a face, I just don't want y'all to think I was making a face at that woman because she, you know, she could very well be telling the truth. I mean, she does sound like the goddamn song, so I think she is telling the truth. So I'm only mentioning this because I was not making that face at that woman or Jennifer Lopez or anything to have to do with her. Sorry.
Generally thinks that those are her vocals on Jenny from the Block. Who knows?
Does she still go back to the neighborhood, the old block? You was in the old hood today?
I was in the hood today, boy.
So people will see you going to the corner bodega. Or
I was getting a slice of pizza. It got a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
What do people say when they see you just hanging out on the block?
J-Lo is fiercely proud of her roots in the Bronx, and rightly so. However, it appears as though some of her neighbors from the Bronx aren't quite as proud of her.
I'm a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx who went to the same high school as you. I saw your high school photo. You did not have hair like that, and we also both attended an all-girls Catholic high school in an Irish and Italian neighborhood.
Okay, this video is giving a lot more
context. You
context.
know damn well you were sitting next to Megan Farley and Christine Marchetti in class. Why are you lying? Please stop using us to look human. We are sick of you. Bronx doesn't like J-Lo. And growing up here, I always heard people call her a sellout because anytime she mentions or comes to the Bronx, it's to sell something. And allegedly, when her middle school Holy Cross asked her for a donation to build a basketball court because the kids were playing basketball on the street, she said no. Allegedly, her Catholic high school, Preston, also reached out for donations and she said no. And so from what I've seen growing up is that people feel like she only talks about the Bronx when she has to make money off of it. And that's fine, but the bigger problem is that she doesn't give back to the community that she benefits from.
There's also rumors circulating that J-Lo is a mean girl. The internet is awash with people who claim to have had a negative encounter with Jenny from the Block.
A celebrity was rude to you.
Jennifer Lopez.
Same, and I'm gonna try to tell them really quickly. 2 stories about Jennifer Lopez being an awful human being. She has drivers. The number 1 rule she has for them is they can't look at her, they can't talk to her.
Who are you though?
I
don't know if
she's
I
never
believe
allowed
this.
to touch the ground. If any of those things happen, she will go out of her way to make sure you get fired. Even if you have to look in the rear view mirror while you're driving, she will call that you trying to look at her and proceed to berate you.
When I met one of J-Lo's backup singers, her and all of the other backup singers decided not to come back because they said J-Lo was just straight up a mean girl. So we all know that J-Lo is like not the strongest singer, and obviously she knew that too, and that was like a huge insecurity for her. So she was so mean to her backup singers, and if you were pretty or if you were a Latino,
and your audio is pissing me off.
Like she straight up hated you.
Now guys, I would take all of these with a grain of salt. I mean, literally anyone can get on social media and be like, yeah, I met J-Lo. She was so rude to me. She was so mean. She called me this and this and this. I wasn't allowed to look at her. I'm not saying that any of these people in particular are lying. I'm just saying you got to take what you see on the internet with a grain of salt. But I do usually find that where there is smoke, there is fire. And when there's that many people coming forward and saying that J-Lo was mean, I mean, it does make you wonder.
I don't think she was extremely open to everyone.
What they hopping on the hate
train? Very focused, very, always thinking about what the next move was. I didn't really know of anybody that was really close with her.
But here's where it gets a little bit odd. J-Lo claims that growing up she didn't have much. She even had to share one bed with her 2 sisters. Yes, that is 3 kids in one bed, even though by all accounts she lived in a 5-bedroom house that her parents owned.
Their house was nice.
Her father was a computer tech and her mother worked in a school. She attended an all-girls Catholic school.
It was an all-girls Catholic school.
Holy Family was a Catholic elementary school. Jennifer was a great student. She was someone who was very dedicated, motivated, and very ambitious. Jennifer was on the track team, the girls softball team, and during the week she also went to dance classes.
Now, I'm sure the Bronx was a different place in the 80s, but it certainly doesn't sound as though J-Lo came from poverty.
She grew up in the Catholic
Ain't that a crack epidemic?
of the Bronx. It was a typical middle-class experience.
Hi. I used to live here. I used to live here. Huh? My name is Jennifer. Yeah, I used to live up, and then my room was upstairs right there. Jennifer Lopez. Who's Jennifer Lopez? Me. I used to live here.
Also, I'm not trying to be nitpicky here, but it is a little bit off-putting how JLo and her sister pose with the elderly owner of her previous home and then simply walk away without even acknowledging his bloody existence. Like he's some kind of prop. I mean, JLo's worth an estimated $400 million, but manners are free. Then there is the influence that JLo has on womankind everywhere. We all criticize the Kardashians for the negative effects that they have on beauty standards and the way they perpetuate them. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about airbrushing, BBLs, secret plastic surgery. It's a bit of a mess. But in my opinion, and I know this will be a controversial one, but bear with me, I think that JLo is arguably worse for the beauty standards than even the Kardashians. JLo goes to great lengths to ensure that she is seen as like this never-aging, eternally youthful wonder of womankind. The kind of woman that mere mortals could never measure up to.
Alright. Y'all doing a lot. What? She's just, even if she has Botox and filler out the ass, it's her face and her life. How you gonna say she set an unrealistic standard because she getting old and still looking good? That ain't realistic. What? Like, come on. Now y'all hate.
After all, JLo is 54. Yet a quick scroll through her Instagram where she boasts an impressive 253 million followers, and you'd be forgiven for thinking that the woman is in her late 20s. She's all glowing eyes, banging body, and smooth, wrinkle-free skin. Side note, you have to be a special kind of asshole to wear and promote a fur coat in this day and age. Sorry, I'm not gonna mince my words here. When someone actually pays to have an animal slaughtered and skinned so that they can wear their fur as a coat, you don't have to be a vegan activist to realize that that is wrong. It's not that JLo isn't beautiful. She is. Like, she's an absolute stunner. But the way that both she and the media at large use her as this weird representation of someone who is so perfect, someone who has the power of eternal youth, and a woman who proves that it is in fact possible to never age, is quite frankly bullshit. This is JLo in real life. Away from the flattering photographic lighting, away from the Instagram filters, this is JLo in the wild, and she doesn't quite look as flawless and ageless as the JLo we're used to seeing. It's almost like she's a real human being, who although is extremely beautiful, is also 54 and doesn't actually in real life look like a 19-year-old. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing.
Those pictures, see, I feel like they be photoshopping some of these pictures. Because some of these they look extreme. Like, y'all are purposely trying to, make her wrinkles more prominent. Because people do that as well.
Nothing wrong with JLo in these images. She's utterly stunning. Wrinkles, skin texture, none of that detracts from a woman's beauty or worth. Beauty does not have an age limit, you guys. Stop trying to fashion JLo as this ethereal anti-aging queen, which makes normal women who do in fact show signs of aging feel like shit. Also, please, can we stop with the celebrity beauty lines? Rihanna, Selena, Lady Gaga, Hailey Bieber, Ariana Grande, JLo, Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashian. I mean, I think we have enough now. Not everybody needs their own beauty line. And why even bother if you're going to promote your skincare with a full face of filters? This is not what your skin looks like in real life, JLo. Surely this should be considered like false advertising? Promoting skincare with a blurry filter on that is obviously insinuating to her potential customers that her skincare has resulted in her face looking like this. No, my friend, this is not skincare, this is a filter. I just think it's so unfair to promote your products like this and to make other women who are going to spend their hard-earned money when you know full well they're never going to achieve results like this, because this is not real. This is like computer trickery. Sure, it's going to line JLo's already very full pockets, but it is not going to deliver the baby smooth silky skin that we see in JLo's Instagram videos, because you cannot bottle an Instagram filter. It makes me so mad. It's just so rude. Women appreciate seeing other women being real on social media, showing that they've got skin texture, fine lines, wrinkles, that they are showing signs of aging, because we all do. She went onto her Instagram without any fancy lighting, with her real skin texture, her real face without the filter.
But you also have on makeup with lights, as do I. I don't have makeup, but I have lights, which automatically make our skin look super smooth. Y'all are always talking about how nice my skin look. There's a bright ass light on me, okay? My skin is not as nice in person, okay? It definitely looks better on camera. In my vlogs and for these reactions, let's be clear. But we all do this, so I think it's a bit unfair to target her specifically. And celebrities, they really do it heavily. All of them. Every last one of them. From Rihanna to Beyonce. Speaking of Rihanna, so she took a picture with like a couple influencers. And the pictures that they took of her versus the ones that I saw on, I think it was like the Shade Room, they look different. I mean, she looks gorgeous in both of them, but you definitely can see that they made her look a lot more young and youthful. Same shit. But they made her look, it made her skin look a lot smoother. And they just made her look very different than the pictures that I saw that the influencers posted of her. she had an event like in LA not so long ago. So they all do it. All of them. So what are we talking about here? I feel like we now just looking for reasons to not like this woman. Granted, she is cringe.
And no retouching on this video.
Okay, she ain't got live.
Jennifer Lopez is being called out for using a digital filter while pushing her skincare products.
She calls bullshit. Well, I also call bullshit. You can't tell me that there is no filter. Like,
all of them do it though. Well, she didn't have to lie about it, but Selena Gomez does it. They all do it.
Video, come on. And this video, and this video, and this one, and this one, and this one. I could go on, but I won't. I'll spare you. But everything that goes up must come down. And Queen J-Lo is no exception. J-Lo claims that her mum was a narcissist, which is very possible. I'm not going to say she's lying. I know plenty of people that have narcissistic mothers. But can narcissism be hereditary? J-Lo has, after all, invested $20 million into her self-funded projects, including an album, a documentary, and a musical. All about, you guessed it, J-Lo. Very self-indulgent, I must say. Now, I'm not going to sit here and knock her self-belief. I think it's her self-belief that made her become the icon that she is, that created her success, and I applaud her for it. We all need more self-belief, but to launch not one, not two, but 3 projects all about essentially the same thing, which is herself. I'm confused. Unfortunately, sadly for J-Lo, it seems as though her $20 million was not well invested, but a liability, because her album has been, let's say, poorly received. It debuted at number 38 on the Billboard charts, which for a superstar like J-Lo is pretty shit. Most of us in a similar situation would be like, where am I going so wrong? Because obviously what I'm doing right now is not working. What do my fans want from me? How can I give back? Not J-Lo. She decided to forge on ahead, ignoring the poor album sales, ignoring the mockery surrounding her film and documentary, and she announced that she was embarking on a world tour.
Oh no, she didn't!
Titled, you guessed it, This Is Me. Now, I mean, I'm no career manager, but even I could tell J-Lo that this wasn't going to work out very well. To make matters even worse, J-Lo was branded as greedy and out of touch for charging exorbitant amounts for tickets to her
Don't go!
Jennifer, just like the ticket prices for your show, $450? Did you mean that? Was that an accident? I need to have a session with your Delulu coach because you are... I think you need to go back and listen to your new album because then you'll be like, oh, I shouldn't be charging people this much. You need to have at least this many Grammys.
Okay, y'all are doing a lot. I'm gonna go. I'm sorry. It's giving hater at this point. I feel like y'all are doing a lot. Some of the criticism is valid. She has stole from a lot of people, but I feel like because it's now cool to hate on J-Lo, everybody's trying to hop on the hate train, and that's what I really cannot stand about social media. I just feel like y'all are now looking for reasons to dislike this woman and looking for reasons to dogpile on her and be like, oh, well, she doing this, and look, she got the nerve to use filters. Everybody use filters. Like, what are we talking about? I mean, she did lie and say no filter, I guess, in that clip, and it's like, all right, that is trifling. But it's like these other things, like I feel like some of y'all are doing a lot at this point. And it's crazy because it's like now y'all want to decide y'all hate J-Lo. A lot of this stuff has been going on for a long time with her. And it's like now all of a sudden everybody hates her. So it just seems a bit odd. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.